Welcome, everybody. Steve Meldy, pastor of Christ Presbyterian Church in Tucson, Arizona. Welcome to another edition of Faith-Filled Friday. We'll give just a moment for people to catch the signal, and then I'll get started. Thanks for joining us. Who's that handsome guy? I'll tell you why he's on my screen in a minute. All right, our signal should be out. Hello, everybody. Steve Meldy, pastor of Christ Presbyterian Church in Tucson, Arizona. Welcome to another edition of Faith-Filled Friday. Today is Friday, July 14th in the year of our Lord 2023. Woo-hoo-hoo. Wow! More than halfway through the year already. It is hot as blazes outside today. Humidity's up. There are some clouds. That's a good thing. Temperatures are up. That's a good thing. It's all a part of bringing on the monsoon rains. And we complain about the heat, but we also know the heat is what brings in the rain. So bring it in. Come on, let's get some rain. The desert needs it. And let's celebrate the monsoon season. So I come on Fridays and I try to do just a little faith inspiration, just a little time together. And I was cleaning up some of my files and I came across this. Let me see if I can get it started again.
Hey everybody, it's Pastor Steve Meldy
On
from home.
One of my old thumb drives.
This is where I spend
This
most
comes
of my
from
time.
a couple
I'm in
of
my
years
family
ago.
room downstairs.
That's
and
me
have my
at
handy dandy
home
bed that
about a
raises
month
and
after I
lowers the
fell
head
off
and
the
feet
ladder
to keep my
and
feet
broke
up
my
and give me
heels
change of position.
and
Just
had
wanted
had
to make
surgery
a report, let you know
to
how
put them
I'm
back
doing.
together.
For those who don't know, just over a month ago, I fell from the ladder while washing the upstairs window and fractured not only my shoulder, which didn't need surgery, but I fractured both of my heels, which did require surgery. We're just over 4 weeks beyond that surgery now. I see the surgeon again in 2 more weeks. We'll take x-rays, check and see that things are healing inside.
If you go on the ladder, you must
And
make
I
sure
hope
somebody
and
is
pray,
there holding it.
that we'll start talking about whatever physical therapy I might be able to endure that will get me up walking. Right now, I can be honest, my feet scream at me all the time. It's actually the
They
skin
still
that
do,
is
but not as bad as then.
and sloughing and renewing, and the wounds that are healing and tightening, and it has a level of pain constantly, but I endure it, mostly through your help and your prayers. I feel them all the time.
I still do.
I'm so grateful for them. This is just one basket of cards that have come to us to bolster our faith and
Sending notes to
bolster
people
our
when they're really
spirits.
hurting
Not
helps
to
a
mention
lot.
all the texts and the phone messages and the emails that have come. This is today's stock of cards that have come. My wife Debbie and I, my family, we are so grateful for your support. We're so grateful that you are carrying on in worship and in all the ministry and mission of the church. Thank you. I hope to be back sometime in June. We'll work with the session leadership team and the personnel team to know when it's right for me.
So it was a really rough time for me, as you might imagine. As anybody who's been through some significant surgery, you know it's a rough time. It was really interesting for me to go through and clean out some files today and find this and realize how hard it was then and how far I've come now. Because of your help, because of your prayers, because of chocolate, because of physical therapy, because of a good surgeon, because of God who came alongside me. I was reminded of that today because at the end of this video, and I had sent this video to the congregation to use on a Sunday when I wasn't there, and I knew people were concerned about me and wanted to see how I was doing, not just hear about how I was doing. But you know that Jesus Calling, Sarah Moore's books have been so, Sarah Young, her books have been so helpful to me. And I read from one of those pages, the daily journals on this day. I want you to hear it again.
I do want to share with you not only the good news that I'm making progress, but how much I love this book, Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. Today's lesson is important for me and for all of us. So the lesson on May 21st, as if this is a story and a writing from God or from Jesus to us.
Listen to
I,
this.
the creator of the universe, am with you and for you. What more could you need? When you feel some lack, it is because you are not connecting with me at a deep level. I offer abundant life. Your part is to trust me, refusing to worry about anything.
Ooh, that's
It
hard.
is not so much adverse events that make you anxious as it is your thoughts about those events.
Whoa, that's
Your
important.
mind engages in efforts to take control of a situation to bring about the result you desire. Your thoughts is in efforts to take control of a situation to bring about the result you desire.
Wait, I'm trying to go back a little bit because that's important. You don't want to miss that piece.
About those events.
It's right before here.
It is not so much adverse events that make you anxious as it is your thoughts about those events.
What was that? Maybe the event itself isn't the real problem. Maybe how I interpret the event, how I experience the event is the challenge. Whoa. It's a key to recover from all of the challenges that life brings us. To reset your mind thought beyond the tragedy of the event into how God is with us in the event and can use that event for good in some way, That's really hard to find because some events are really, really horrible. Worse than just breaking my feet. So this is a hard message to hear and a hard message to share, but an important one to learn. How you respond and react to an event is imperative.
Your mind engages in efforts to take control of a situation to bring about the result you desire. Your thoughts close in on the problem like ravenous wolves. Determined to make things go your way, you forget that I am in charge of your life. The only remedy is to switch your focus from the problem to my presence. So stop all your
Then it
striving
makes me cry.
and watch to see what I will do, for I am the Lord. I'm working on that. I'm working on trusting God every day. I know the outcome will be good. I know I am in God's hands. I know we will be together again. I know I will walk again. I'd like that to be by tomorrow. It's not going to be that way. So until then, I am learning to trust again every day and every night. And I thank you for all your love and support. Happy worship today as our youth lead us with their incredible faith.
I'm still learning the lesson, okay? My feet still hurt. My legs still hurt. It's a challenge to walk. It's a challenge just to get up in the morning sometimes. But I do it because there's so much goodness yet in the world. And because God has taught me to not just focus on the challenge of the event, but on the ways that God is with me no matter what comes my way in my life. Keep your eye on God. God is constantly active in our lives. May not be saving us from events, but is walking through them with us. And boy, I'll tell you, if the great creator of the universe is there with us in our events, it changes everything about how we face those events. I keep saying that over and over again. I kept saying it to myself back then. I keep saying it to myself now. And I invite you to say it too, to hear it. God is near. God really does love and care for us. God isn't bringing problems to our lives. When problems come to us in our lives, God is with us to guide us through.